We kick off this review with a question. What happens when you put a Toyota badge on a car that's already doing very well? The answer to that is easy, but the real question is, can Toyota keep up with the demand? That's what I'm waiting to see. In this video, we're going to take the Toyota Starlet Cross on a drive. We'll also take a look at its engine, its practicality, and talk about the price difference between the Fronx and the Starlet Cross. In between all that, I'm going to play rock, paper, scissors and lift a plate. So, without wasting any of your time, allow us to get started. But before we do, let me give a quick shout out to Hippo. Hey Hippo, what's happening? Before driving, we had to do something very important first. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I watched too much Goku and Vegeta. Anyway, after winning, Greg had to drive, so it gave me the opportunity to film. There are only two Toyota Starlet Cross models to choose from. You have the entry-level XS model, which is available in a manual or automatic transmission, and the top-spec XR model that you're looking at right now, which is also available with a 5-speed manual and a 4-speed automatic. For the launch, Toyota only brought the XR model, so that's the one we're going to focus on. The one I got to drive was the 4-speed automatic. Now, the engine in this car is probably no surprise to you. Yes, it is the 1.5-liter naturally aspirated engine that Suzuki puts in everything, including Toyota's. It produces 77 kilowatts and 138 Newton meters of torque. It is not fast by any means, but for most day-to-day driving, highway driving, it should be more than enough. And this being the 4-speed auto, I know you're going to ask me, what are the revs like at 120? Well, here's the answer to your question. This is what it sounds like at 120. If you gradually accelerate, it's not so bad, but if you put your foot flat, it's going to do the thing. Despite that, I don't really mind the automatic. I'll choose the auto over the manual any day of the week because changing gears in Joburg traffic, can't be doing that. One thing I'd like to commend the Starlet Cross for is the suspension. Even as you're watching it go over the speed humps, it's very comfortable. In fact, even as I mentioned in my Fronx video, this car drives very well on gravel. It has a decent ground clearance of 170 millimeters. So for those of you who drive on farms or go Mahayeng during the holidays, the Starlet Cross has got you. After driving for a while, we finally arrived at Rosemary Hill. It's sort of a farm in Pretoria, and while we're here, I had the opportunity to show you the interior. Guava. Yes, it's the guava interior that you find in the Fronx. They didn't change nothing, it's guava. I don't mind the guava though. These are your guava seats. I don't know, some people like the guava, some people don't. It depends on you. But whether you like it or not, this is what you're going to get. You also have a 9-inch touchscreen in the top spec model, which comes with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Now usually Suzuki keeps some features for themselves, but here it seems like the Toyota got everything. You have wireless charging, and you even have the signature head-up display. Proper stuff. Hey Toyota, what's happening? You also get a 360-degree view camera for those of you who are still learning to park. Don't be shy, use it. Moving on to the back seats, you'll also find some guava-inspired seat colors. In terms of your legroom, there's plenty of space. You'll sit here comfortably. In the back, you also get rear Evans and 2 USB ports, one Type A and one Type C. One thing I've noticed, people with cars tend to drive to places. So sometimes people don't know what places to go to. So if you ever find yourself in Rosemary Hill, this is what the loft looks like. I was in loft number 2. Yeah, it is as the name suggests, it's a loft. You've got a fridge, you've got a stove, you have dishes, and there's also a bedroom, in case you want to sleep. But not only that, if you have friends or children, you'll be happy to know the loft has 2 beds upstairs as well. Moving on. For those interested in the entry-level XS model, this is what you need to know. It comes with a 7-inch touchscreen, whereas this one comes with a 9-inch touchscreen. The entry-level model gets 2 airbags, whereas this top-spec model comes with 6 airbags. But whichever model you go for, you still get the same engine, the same transmissions, and you still get cruise control. If you're listening to my intro, you might have picked up that I hinted that this car is going to sell very well, and that Toyota might have a hard time keeping up with demand because, this will be popular. One of the reasons it's going to be so popular is because of the pricing. That is the starting price of the Suzuki Fronx, And this is the starting price of the Starlet Cross. The difference between the two is 2,000 Rand. On finance, that's around 39 Rand. Now, knowing how people love Toyota, I think more people will lean towards the Starlet Cross because Toyota has great resale value and they have a wider dealer network. You'll literally find a Toyota dealership in a place you're not expecting to find a dealership. And even on the top spec models themselves, the price difference between the two is 4,400 Rand, which is around 86 Rand on finance. So when it comes to choosing between the two brands, it will simply come down to preference. But let me know in the comments, are you going with the Suzuki Fronx or you'd rather take the Toyota Starlet Cross? By the way, if you still haven't liked this video, please like. If you still have not subscribed, please subscribe. Support local YouTube, guys. It's the right thing to do. We are on the road to, I don't know, what road are we on to? We'll figure it out. But for the meantime, please share this video on your WhatsApp status. Let them know there's a Mr. How Much on YouTube. And he bought a TCR. Vropa! Someone is there thinking I forgot about the boot. I did not. The boot capacity is 304 liters. Yeah, there's a bit of a load lip, a lot of a load lip, but it's still a very usable boot. Underneath, you'll find yourself a spare wheel. Yo, I looked at that spare wheel for a while today, but anyway, this is your boot, and my favorite part about the Fronx is, did I just say Fronx? The light bar. With that said, let's move on to our cost of ownership, which is powered by Hippo. The Toyota Starlet Cross XR Automatic comes in at 359,300 Rand. On finance, you'll pay 7,024 Rand over 6 years at 12% interest. A full tank of petrol will cost you 861 Rand at the current fuel price. And using my own profile, I went on to Hippo to compare different insurance quotes. Most of them were around 1,800 Rand. And if you'd like to get a quote for your own car, be sure to check out Hippo. I'll leave a link in the description. After adding all those numbers up, we'll get a total cost of ownership of 9,685 Rand. In terms of your service plan, you get a 4 services, 60,000 kilometer service plan and a 3-year, 100,000 kilometer warranty. And that brings us to the end of our Toyota Starlet Cross review. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. But before you go, I'd like to give a quick shout out to my co-driver, Greg. I'll be making an appearance in his YouTube review, so check out his channel, Greg Dennis Reviews, and don't forget to check out Sosa. I'm also in his video there. That's his channel. Check him out. I'll leave links in the description. But from me to you, thank you so much for watching. One more thing, the end credit scene today is a bit different. I just wanted to say thank you to Jenna, thank you to Mzo, thank you to Rian, thank you to the Toyota team for this wonderful surprise. Cheesecake? Wow, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm almost crying, but thank you so much. This is really nice. What is it for? It's for 100,000 subscribers. Thank you. 100,000.